Today I'm in St Andrews and St Bride's High School in East Kilbride, reporting back on how the teachers and pupils are working to raise awareness of the biggest humanitarian crisis to sweep the nation since World War II, the refugee crisis. The refugees have touched hearts of billions, and we are no different. We want to help. So today I'm here to report back on the brilliant work that's been going on around the school. Come on, let's go. Our social subjects department have also been getting involved. I'm here with Mr Cooper, our Modern Studies teacher, who's been holding class debates about the refugee crisis. Mr Cooper, why did you decide to teach your pupils about such an important matter, and how successful do you think your debates have been?
Well, it really follows on. We did a whole unit about terrorism, and of course one of the outcrops or one of the issues around terrorism is things that are happening in the Middle East. Well, we've seen in the last year or two that particularly what's happening in Syria has caused this flood of people to need to escape, and therefore they're chapping on the door of Europe. So I thought it was a good follow-on from that unit to do 9 periods about migration or the migrant crisis.
And how successful do you think your debates have been?
I actually think it's been very successful. My students have found it difficult to get their head around quite how much material they need for a 2-minute presentation. But after the first try, they go back, do it again, they've been very successful. And when I've just generally spoken to them about it, they really do seem to have an understanding now. And all of them are saying, now when they see the news, they actually have an understanding of the issues about whether the UK should accept more migrants or not, and the general plight of these people, which of course is dreadful.
Thank you, sir. Good. I am now here with my own class, 2B2, who've been working hard to create posters to show how much they care about the refugee crisis. Class, can you please hold up your posters? Here with 3 of my friends who have created some of these posters, who are going to explain to us the meaning behind them. So Lara, can you please explain to us the meaning of your poster?
I just wrote down what I feel love is, to be honest. It's just like loads of different ways in how love helps us, like in the world.
And what about you, Ellen?
Well, mine's is about how we should let refugees in, because if we were them, we would want them to help us.
That's a great answer. So, Cameron, can you please answer my final question? What do you think about the refugee crisis?
Well, I find it really important to let them in because I'm a descendant of an immigrant. My dad's Canadian, and that's why I think we should let them in, because we're all the same, really. So.
Thank you. You're all really right. That's great. Thank you. I am now in our school's auditory with our head teacher, Mrs Mullen, who is delighted about the hard work going on throughout the school to help the refugee crisis. Mrs Mullen, can you please tell us a little bit about the hard work going on throughout the school?
Well, Karina, the plight of these refugees across the world can't fail to have hit every single one of us. And as head teacher here in St Andrews and St Bride's, I'm amazed with the amount of work that's actually going on in every corner of the school. The staff and the pupils have been really galvanised, making sure that they are actually doing real things to help this crisis, educating our young people in all the issues surrounding it, and raising awareness about what we can do in practical terms to help. I'll give you a few examples. For example, in English, we've actually deliberately chosen specific novels for the children to study that will help to explain the kind of anxiety surrounding this whole issue. In modern studies and religious education, we've added in units. We have added things to our school website. Our children are tweeting about the issues. And just recently, a group of very talented second year and first year pupils have been working together and managed to produce their own song.
Oh my goodness.
So these things are happening all over the building, and as head teacher in this school, I feel very, very proud. I think it was Nelson Mandela who I was talking about, you know, the power of education, it being the most powerful weapon in changing the world. And in our wee corner of East Kilbride, we are doing our wee bit. So very, very proud indeed.
Well, that is truly amazing. Thank you, Mrs Mullen, for letting me use your time today.
Thank you.
You ready?
Okay, it's on.
Yep.
Oh, okay. As you can now see, all teachers and pupils of St Andrews and St Bride's High School have used their ability to its full to make sure the refugee crisis is well known of. This has been Karina with St Andrews and St Bride's BBC School News Report. Thank you.